The following content does not reflect the opinions of Fox Sports Radio, which is another way of saying this show sucks.
Fusco Satellite Network.
All right, she's the co-host of Speak on FS1. And, she's become one of the more widely known and popular faces in all of sports media. Again, not nearly in the same ballpark as us,
No.
But then again, who is?
Of course.
Anyway, to help us continue our special report on the serious allegations that the NFL is rigged, which are all clearly true.
Yep.
Joy Taylor, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me again, guys. That's a pretty extreme opinion. I have seen it circulated.
Exactly. We're uncovering the truth today.
We are independent media personalities, so we don't have to kowtow to the massive corporate entities. So we want to know what it's like for you to work at a media company like Fox, a partner of the NFL. At what point in the year did they tell you that the Chiefs and 49ers would make the Super Bowl? Was that in August or before that? When did the NFL come to you?
I mean, guys, the Chiefs have one of the best players in the history of the game in Patrick Mahomes and one of the best coaches in Andy Reid. And Kyle Shanahan has been to the Super Bowl several times as a head coach now and also as a coordinator. The Niners have one of the top
you just sound like another exactly what the mainstream media would say. Aren't you just lying to cover the truth?
Yeah.
I mean, if I knew that, then why would I have picked the Eagles to be in the Super Bowl this year? I picked the Eagles and Bills.
You're an Eagles fan, which is understandable, but you want to throw everybody off the scent. Like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. You're a plant.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to be a plant. It would be much less work for me, But unfortunately, I hate to spoil it, the NFL is not rigged.
But how do you know? See, we want you to provide the proof. The burden of proof is on you to prove that. Tell us.
Where's the evidence?
Well, I mean, what's the benefit? I can see, if people wanted to wander down the wormhole with, seeing Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl because, we do know she has brought a lot of revenue to the NFL. But what's the benefit of the Niners being there?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, too, because we think the script writers just went too far this year, making the last pick in the NFL draft, have him make the Super Bowl.
It's not
Don't
believable.
you think the writers just, concocting a little too far-fetched of a story this year?
I would love to get there with you, but unfortunately, I am a busy person, so conspiracy theories don't take up a whole lot of my day.
Oh.
I also think that the Lions-Ravens would have been more interesting for everybody. It's Lamar Jackson's first Super Bowl, Detroit's first Super Bowl. That would have been a more
we agree. The right is messed up.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah.
It looked like John Harbaugh didn't know a single play the Chiefs were running.
Yeah.
Don't you think he made a mistake by not asking his brother Jim for cheating and spying advice?
I think that Lamar Jackson, he didn't really play like himself. I feel like he got out of his style of play. There was a lot of talk.
Not the question.
About,
Stop
him
dodging.
throwing the ball and his MVP this year, and trying to match up with Patrick Mahomes. And I feel like he didn't take opportunities in that game that he normally takes.
It's the NFL who took the opportunity to once again help the Chiefs. And that's for a reason.
Yep.
There is an anti-Philadelphia Eagles bias in the
exactly.
NFL. Like last year we saw it when they were robbed of a Super Bowl, which they clearly won. Don't you think that the NFL is helping that talentless loser of a coach, Andy Reid, finally win Super Bowls in order to punish the Eagles? She's mind blown, Tony.
Andy is one of the. I'm trying to figure out how the Eagles struggling all season long. Jalen Hurts being probably injured. Their defense taking an incredible step back.
Terrific
the receivers getting injured. They wrote in the injuries. I don't know. I'm disappointed in the Eagles season, just like everyone else in Philadelphia. I feel you. I think if the Eagles would have been better, then maybe I could go down this rabbit hole with you. But the Eagles, let's be honest, it wasn't the Eagles' year. It was not the Eagles' year. They didn't deserve to be there.
Are you looking down because the script is below you right now? Is that
yes? I'm reading. I'm reading the script.
Because we can get you cue cards if that would help.
There was a good script. I mean, it was like the Eagles were like in Rocky 3, where Rocky won like 10 fights in a row, and then all of a sudden he just got his ass kicked by Clubber Lang.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me get this straight. Do you guys not like Andy Reid in Philly?
No, he didn't win anything for us in Philly.
He saved his best players, obviously, for Kansas City. He
didn't use his best plays with us. Right. He saved them.
So what are you going to do with Sirianni? Are you keeping him because
deflecting
of the,
right now, Paul.
You're trying to change the topic. Let us produce the show here. Again,
political
this
maneuver.
is what the mainstream media does, people. It's called distraction. And look, let me give you one more undeniable fact here. Listen to this, Joy. 2019. Remember 2019? That was the year Washington changed its name from Redskins, right? Also in 2019, the Chiefs suddenly start winning Super Bowls. Don't you think this is all clearly more moves by the NFL to appease the Native American community?
I'm going to send you guys some suggestions for like some social clubs, maybe like pottery, or you could try spin classes or something.
You were in the spin class.
Yeah,
you work
in
spin
zone.
You're in the
here.
spin zone.
Yeah.
It'd be a healthier use of your time.
No. Okay.
Well,
or, we could just pay attention to the fact that the Eagles just weren't that good this year.
And you keep going back to that. Okay.
Are
you still stuck on the same page of your script? Maybe flip
let's
the page.
Turn the page. Let's turn back the page a little bit, because we want to talk a little bit about your brother, Hall of Famer Jason Taylor, played in the NFL for a very long time. Did he call you very upset like every August when he got the season script and once again saw that the Dolphins weren't going to make the Super Bowl?
Great question.
It affected our relationship deeply that he was always stressed out about the script. No, there is no script. There is no NFL script. I can't stress this enough that there is no NFL script.
You are doing a terrific job.
Yeah, you're doing very good.
Media, very convincing. Okay, look, you did bring up Taylor Swift, right? Yep. Okay, people out there, they're saying that the relationship with Travis Kelce, that it seems real now because she kissed Travis Kelce on the field, but we analyzed the film. There was clearly no tongue.
Yep.
Don't you agree that we can't consider this a real relationship until we see tongue?
So you could analyze the film of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's mouth exchange, but you didn't watch any of the film of the Eagles' defense this year?
You're in the spin zone, Joy. You're in the spin cycle, trying to distract,
classic pivot,
trying to produce the show. Just stay on
you should be in Washington, D.C.
Tongue. Yeah. That's what we focus.
As someone who is not super into public affection, you would watch film of me and a significant other and never see tongue. So I can't say that I agree with this philosophy.
Interesting insight there, Joy. Very interesting. And I happen to agree with you there. We can find some common
fair
ground.
Point.
Yeah, fair point.
We can agree that tonguing each other down in public is like a little much.
I'd still like to see it for journalistic purposes, but okay.
Yeah.
Just quickly, Joy. A lot of people, they're wondering why Bill Belichick has not been hired. And since nobody's giving a reason, that can clearly mean there can only be one reason. Tony, tell her that reason.
He has old man breath.
Yup. You know how people, their breath is horrible, old men, and it smells like, 2-week-old sushi that was left in an open fridge? Maybe that's what's going on here. That seems to be what's going on here with Bill Belichick. Nobody just wants to tell him his breath stinks.
2-week-old sushi. I don't, I date older men, so.
Oh, all right.
I suppose I'm used to old man breath. No, I knew that would get you guys.
No wonder you don't use tongue.
No. I think Bill Belichick has not updated how he views football, and the game has changed and kind of gotten away from him.
And dental hygiene. Stay on subject here.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Bill Belichick's breath.
Well, look at Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll,
Pete Carroll's chewing gum all the time.
Gum.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah. Now, Pete Carroll definitely does not, because he goes through a pack of gum probably every quarter.
Yup.
So we know for a fact that that's not a problem with Pete Carroll. That is good investigative work by you.
Well,
but I cannot speak to the legitimacy of Bill Belichick's breath.
Oh,
I do think that people don't want to risk bringing in an older coach that hasn't.
But hold on, you just said that you are an expert in dealing with older men. So I wouldn't say
expert, but
Well, okay. By the way, how old are we talking here? Is this like, you cruising the old folks home? Is that what's
like
going
75?
on?
No, I haven't dated. I mean, that's that much older than me in a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of the breath.
So maybe, yes, because of the because of the breath.
If a 70-year-old did, have some outdoors with him, would you consider him as a dating partner?
It depends. It's entirely dependent on the situation.
All right, but see, you clearly are an expert in this field, and since you are a sports media person, why don't you do Bill Belichick a favor right now? Just look into the camera, Joy, and say, Bill, for your future, for your career, just maybe go see a dental hygienist or
I don't know anything about Bill Belichick's breath. I cannot speak to the legitimacy of this conversation. It seems like you guys are reaching. It's pretty obvious.
Guess what I'm reaching for? You know what I'm reaching for?
Guess what we're reaching for? The hang up button. The hang up button on you. Get the show.
Questions on legitimacy. We are 100% real.
See ya. No more spin.
Yeah, you're no Joy. We'll tell you that.
It's over.
Go date George Burns.
Fusco Satellite Network.
Is she off the line?
Jay, hang up the phone.
Just a terrible interview all around there, Tony.
Joy Taylor? More like Agony Taylor.
Great one, Tony.